Alright, how is everybody doing? Professional YouTuber Uncle Timo here. So, it's very windy in Chicago. I'm sitting right next to the window. Chances are that I will get smacked, literally, by my window blinder because it's acting crazy on my right here. So, it should be exciting. The interesting thing is that we are going to get reinforcements, especially for DDs and DEs. And let's do this. So in Balboa, which is right here in Panama, we are getting lots of nice DDs, which is destroyers. Once we get those, the plan is to organize a convoy to Australia with my CV, which is, if I remember, Saratoga, Miss Sarah. So Saratoga is going to go, also those DDs, maybe a tanker or two, and we're going to organize a convoy, and we're going to go all the way to Noumea, and some are going to drop in Noumea. Well, actually, we're going to drop in Noumea and maybe drop some in Australia. We're going to reinforce it, and then we are also, once that happens, another task force is actually repairing here. Enterprise. Sorry about that double vision. It's actually 17 days because all it has is flotation damage, so that's not bad. So my enemy got I think a torpedo or two into that carrier, but fortunately, knock on wood, it didn't do much. It just got flotation damage, so that's good news. We have lots of stuff flying ASW, lots of those things. We're concentrating on one submarine, which might or might not be sunk. I don't know. Maybe just evaded, whichever. I now set them up all over the place. So we're gonna do ASW like you wouldn't believe here. Again. China. Actually, things are going well in China. All our bases are in supply. We don't have too many troops in the bases. Maybe here we have a problem, but oh well, we'll take it. We're still building fortifications all over the place. Philippines. He landed in Legazpi. I don't give a shit. We are withdrawing to Clarkfield and Manila. The problem is, you can see those little exclamation marks. We are hurt here. We don't have any supply here, so that's bad. That's truly bad. I am just moving some headquarters, some air headquarters to Manila because I don't have any airplanes left in Clark Field. It's a dead place. So he's getting closer and closer. He's now in San Fernando. He got that base. There's nothing defending it, so banzai away, buddy. There's some stuff here. There's some 85 fighters. So he already has fighters in Vigan, and he's gonna support them. And he's gonna beat the shit out of me. But I don't care. Catalina, well, we don't have any headquarters here, so we can't really use torpedoes. Actually, I am going to withdraw those guys, and my go-to place is Ambon. Right, so we're withdrawing all those guys to Ambon. One is damaged, of course. There's always one or two stupid pilots who cannot start a plane because they're flying like Uncle Timo in EL2 1946. I always crash the plane on landing. These guys crashed the plane on start. So out of 6 planes, we got 5 into Ambon. In Ambon, we have stuff. That's the new one, right? So we have lots of stuff. We have fortresses. We are actually transferring all those guys to Townsville, right? And what else do we have here? What else can we do? Can these guys? Yeah, these guys can go. So we are getting everything to Townsville, and then we are gonna move them to Port Moresby and or spread them out. So we're doing ASW. Hey, 2 out of 2 moved up. Hey, those pilots actually can fly the plane. I'm shocked and amazed. Let's get those guys then to 50-50. ASW at 1000, and we're gonna get them just to 10. All right. What else do we have here? We have B-17s, so we can actually move them, and shockingly we might actually successfully land Fingers crossed. Hey, 2 out of 2, fantastic. So these guys are actually moved up, and they're actually going to naval search at 25,000, at 30,000. That's fine. It's just search, and we're gonna search at 15. That's plenty. So we're gonna search all over the place. Let's see. Hello, Ambon. Where are you? Great, I lost Ambon. Here it is. So what's left here? PBY4 Catalina. Can we move these guys? Yes, we can. Again, we're just evacuating them. So, hey, 3 out of 3, fantastic. So they're flying search. They're flying using torpedoes, but it's red, so they're gonna use bombs. But anyway, right now we're just gonna get them to ASW 50-50. I don't know how 50-50 is working with 3 planes. So 50% of 3 planes is 1.5 is gonna fly. We'll see. Oh, fatigue is horrible. So yeah, it's actually gonna be 30-70. Much better because the fatigue is 28%. So yikes, we might get some operational losses. Well, we'll see. Anyway, there's an enemy task force here. CVL. I have no idea where they're going. It might be an invasion task force. It might be just light carriers or carriers to catch my shit here. So I am actually just flying away all over the place. I am going to pick up stuff from Ambon, and hopefully he won't catch me next turn. We'll see. We're also getting stuff from Kendari. So evacuation in full force here. Lots of stuff evacuated from. Let's dock. And let's get some troops here. Oh, we can't. Okay, so let's evacuate some troops from Balikpapan. Can we evacuate these guys? No, because I already used my political points. So, oh well, next turn. So yeah, things are going. Oh, I finally got my ASW force here, and it's gonna be ASW patrol. The gap Osthaven. We'll know what it is, because I talked about it for like 2 videos already. So we're gonna get some ASW here. Hopefully he's still in the shallow water, so we'll get him. Singapore. Oh god. Oh god. There's 37,000. There's like 40,000 troops moving here, which is a problem. We are making fortifications at Kota Johor Bahru. Maybe we'll get it to 2, but we don't have many troops here. We have 1,500 infantry, so they're gonna die. They're just gonna die, okay? And we're gonna get our asses kicked. But we'll see what happens. Everything else here is actually moving. Well, they're not moving. They should be moving. Actually, yeah, these guys are moving to Alor Star. We're building a fortification there, and if we get some troops here, then we're gonna move north and do an epic odyssey. And if you believe that's gonna succeed, I have a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you again. These guys have decided not to pick up any shit here. There's a battalion here. We might actually pick him up. Actually, hold on. He's loading troops. So, yeah, this is the Taponelli garrison. Right, he might load him up next turn, and then he's gonna go all the way to where are we gonna get him? Let's get him to Batavia. Even though there is that gap there, but hopefully the submarine will be kept down by air patrols and that task force that I set up. We'll see. If they get sunk, they get sunk. Oh, effing well. There's a problem here. There's actually a submarine here. And Hong Kong is gonna get killed. But whatever. That's too bad. We do have a... Let's make it an anti-submarine. Thank you. Okay, and we're gonna react to 1. So this is gonna be ASW. Maybe we'll catch him. It's shallow water here. It would be good to actually get those one of those 2 subs, maybe 2, but I highly doubt it. We have Wirraways, 5 of them flying ASW patrols. Let's get them to like 3 hexes. That's fine. Maybe even 2. No, 3 hexes is fine. So it's all good. And then we have Cap here, so if he flies without 0 escorts, he should get shot down, which is good. Everything else that I decided to go away from this area and just go to Aden or Abadan, mostly Aden, because that's where troops will be. So we're gonna go to Aden, pick up troops. We're gonna get reinforcements. I looked it up. We're gonna get reinforcements in Aden and Cape Town. Aden and Cape Town. Cape Town is here, so we got stuff moving there. And yeah, everything in Australia is again slowly moving towards Townsville in this place. Townsville is going crazy. It's expanding everything: port, airfield, and fortifications. So everything is getting expanded. Port Moresby, we are expanding airfield and fortifications and getting some convoys organized to get some troops here. Again, troops are getting evacuated. There's only like 5 guys left here. And how many are lying? 5 guys left. So we are using our air assets to get those last 5 guys, 10 guys into Port Moresby, and then we're gonna use them to fly away from, let's see, probably Rabaul. We're actually picking up stuff at Rabaul. We're getting close. We have this huge task force at Rabaul. We're gonna evacuate Rabaul. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Everything. Knock on everything. We're gonna evacuate Rabaul before they get here. We do have some air assets here. These are Hudsons. They're going at 8 at 1000. We're not searching. We're gonna just naval attack and port attack and see what we can see and do. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but we have some searching air assets which are searching from Port Moresby. We have Empire flying boats, and they have huge search range. So these guys should actually, let's see if they're set up correctly. Yeah, 12 and 12. So these guys are searching, and they will radio their locations, and these guys can then react and attack them. I'm actually withdrawing these guys, 100 guys, commandos. They're morale 90. They're fantastic troops. I don't want them to lose them, so we're gonna withdraw them to this dot base, Namatanai, and we're gonna use air assets. If it all works according to plan, we're gonna use air assets to transfer them to Port Moresby. We'll see how it works out. So that's Australia. Organize some convoys to Pago Pago and Numea, I think. These guys are going to Kiwi land, which is Suva, and we're gonna make this. We're gonna make Suva great again. Woohoo! We're gonna make. We are going to fortify it, make it a airfield expansion, and we're just gonna make it a fortress. That's gonna be my main fortress, and then we're gonna work on Numea and Port Moresby also working at the same time. Nothing here, just some pilots died during training because they're morons. So we had to put some pilots into those squadrons to train. Things are going slowly. I am mining everything. I'm mining Atu Island, mostly Atu, and I'm Chitka mining those. We already have an ASW force here, which is good. Another ASW force coming in from Canada. And we're going with supplies to Dutch Harbor, and it's not working because it's winter time, and we're not gonna be able to build an airfield during December in Alaska. I mean, what are you gonna do? Use ice picks? Although historically, truthfully, what the troops could do is they could actually smooth the ice using the machinery. And even humans, the Soviets did it in World War II. What they did was they actually marched the troops back and forth across a snowy field. And after, a few hours marching, there you go. You have an actual fucking airfield. So I don't know why the Americans can do that. You pansies, start marching. So, because you could actually do that. And I guess Americans don't want to do that. They like their coffee in the barracks, the warm barracks. So now we have tea drinkers and coffee drinkers. Fantastic. Now what a way to run a war, eh? So these guys are going to... Yeah, they already made it. So they're unloading the troops, 46 Indian Brigade. and then we're gonna garrison these towns. Where actually we might just go to Calcutta and then get some stuff into Burma. We'll see how it goes. So basically that's it. So far so good, ski. No big dealio. I've been reading AARs that India is after Singapore falls, he goes for India because there's nothing here, or he goes for Australia immediately without, and Dutch East Indies immediately at the same time. So I don't know. I am kind of afraid because I don't know where he's gonna strike. So I'm gonna show you the operational report. Page 1. Page 2. Nothing too exciting. Page 3. You can see that transporting, our Catalinas are doing yeoman's work transporting stuff, and our Dorniers are transporting to survive. And I'm getting smacked by the window blinder. Hooray! They capture Guam, Aitape, and San Fernando. Learn your geography, people, if you don't know where it is. So we got some Tacoma, we got some reinforcements, so no big deal. Let's take a look at signals intelligence. Xinjiang, that's Philippines, so radio transmission, so there's some shit there. Mauban is gonna get attacked, that's probably in the Philippines. Kobe, that's in Japan, I don't care. Oh, that's 35,000 are based at Kobe. Thanks, intelligence, that's really useful. Something is at Jolo. We know where Jolo is, that's a little island by the Philippines. What else do we have here? Babeldoab. There's a tank regiment in Babeldoab. Okay, fantastic, I don't care. They're planning an attack on Singapore. You don't say. And, yep, that's about it. What else can we get here? We have combat reports. Well, combat reports I don't need to show you because you're watching those with me, right? So I really don't need to show you that because that's a video. So that's the video. Everybody, take care. Bye-bye.